Hello, Singaporeans. Today, I will discuss an old topic because I think this is a very serious one. The close relationship between PAP and NTUC is good for workers and for Singapore. I guess most Singaporeans know this. Trade unions are embedded in one important concern of people's lives, their job. They understand the labor challenges in their country and they have practical ideas for overcoming them. That makes them natural stakeholders in employment policy making. No one speaks better for workers than their unions. And so, trade unions deal daily with a whole range of traditional issues such as wages, pensions, benefits, collective bargaining, health and safety, working conditions, and many other things. So, do you think NTUC perform well in this area? Is the NTUC really so effective? Here are some past examples, that means some past examples in the world. In UK, in the public sector, pay has taken a battering, but union members can still earn a staggering 19.8% more than non-members. In US, unions raise wages of unionized workers by roughly 20% and raise compensation, including both wages and benefits, by about 28%. In Canada, unions secure wage increases that range from 9% to 25% for warehouse workers of grocer Metro Inc. For Singapore, we don't have an official annual minimum wage. The country's labor market operates on a progressive wage model. Progressive wage model helps to increase wages of workers through upgrading skills and improving productivity. Do you think it really works? Does all our lower wage workers benefit from this PWM? Go around and look at our low wage workers. Walk the ground and look. Many of them, their wages stay stagnant for years and are struggling to make ends meet. This is very sad. Do you think the close relationship between the ruling party PAP and NTUC is really good for workers? Remember former Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong called for stronger PAP-NTUC ties. PAP MPs are often invited to serve as advisors to various unions and say this will give the PAP MPs a solid feel and understand the ins and outs of worker issues such as why workers are worried and what their concerns are. Then PAP MPs can then speak up in Parliament on behalf of workers and show workers that they have a voice in the PAP. I want to ask Singaporeans to think deeply. Do you think this close relationship of PAP and NTUC is really good for Singaporean workers? As of 2017, there were 71 PAP MPs who were also advisors to the unions under NTUC, and some of them were involved in governance of the unions. PAP will argue that this symbolic relationship has helped Singapore navigate crises and build a nation. However, this close alignment also presents significant challenges to the independence of unions. Why I say that? We must question whether a potential conflict of interest arises when union leaders are also members of the ruling party PAP. Can PAP MPs fully advocate for workers' interests when those interests may conflict with their government policies or the PAP's political agenda? What do you think? Another very worrying factor is an overly close relationship between the PAP and NTUC, risk creating groupthink, where union leaders are less inclined to challenge prevailing policies and make it near impossible to bargain collectively with the government. What do you think? It's time for Singaporeans to think seriously about this matter, and I would love to hear your thoughts. I am Puah from Red Dot United. Thank you.